on that bombshell, I'm going to sign off. Thank you for this counselling session, everybody. Hello, welcome back to Festive Vlogs with me, Lizzie, the maker behind Hive Knits. Thank you so much for coming back for chapter 2. I really hope you enjoyed chapter 1. I've very much enjoyed filming it and editing it and putting it together. So yeah, thank you so much. Welcome or welcome back. My name's Lizzie. I am a knitter and a doctor who lives and works in the northwest of England in the UK. And you are joining me on Wednesday the 27th of November. I filmed chapter 1 on Monday, which was the 25th of November, and yeah, now we're a couple of days on. Yes, I'm still in my pyjamas. This would not normally be possible for me. Myself and my husband currently have a week off work because it was our first wedding anniversary yesterday. And I will have already inserted a little montage of the footage that I took yesterday. I didn't do a sit down and talk video yesterday because just wanted to be in the moment, but we had such a brilliant day. We went back to the venue where we got married a year ago and had a wander round, did a walk up the big hill that's behind the venue, and then went for food in the cafe, which is now run by the same caterers that did our wedding meal. So it was absolutely brilliant. The weather was stunning, as you'll be able to see. We did have a rain shower, but that left behind a complete rainbow, which I'm not sure I've ever seen so close up before. And then after that, it was like crisp and sunny. And yeah, it was just such a brilliant day. And even managed to talk my husband into taking some FO shots of towel sweater for me, which was really lovely because the venue is very rustic and like in a woodlandy sort of area, so that was great. And he got very into it actually, so much so that he has now discovered how to take B-roll. So some of the B-roll that you'll have seen is actually his that he sent me. I taught him how to put your phone in like cinematic mode and do like the slow pan. And he's absolutely taken that and run with it. So today, quieter day, which is really nice. I would normally be in GP surgery 8:30 till 7:30 on a Wednesday, and yeah, I'm not, and it's great. So I'm just here with my coffee, and thought I'd just have a little chat with you guys really. The plan today is I'm just having a bit of a quiet morning, as you can tell. My husband is currently out. He has gone to see his mum, who volunteers in a cat rescue shelter. Yes, we like cats in this family. Volunteers in a cat rescue centre, and he would never normally be able to go and like join her on a shift, but he is off obviously, so he's gone to do that, which is really nice. And he's assured me that he'll take some very cute B-roll, his newfound skill set, for me to put into this video. So if you see any cute cats that are not mine, then that's his contribution to the vlog. I am going out to meet a friend, a knitting friend, for lunch. So we did our GP training together and we qualified together, well, almost at the same time in the summer. And we've definitely seen each other less since like life's got in the way, but we're meeting up today. She is fab. She actually couldn't knit this time last year. I taught her about 10-11 months ago, and now, my word, she has taken it and run with it in an extreme way. She's obsessed, which I take full credit / blame for. She's now test knitting towel sweater, which is amazing considering she hasn't even been knitting for a year. So yeah, really looking forward to catching up with her. And then when I get back this afternoon, got some like more kind of chill time, which I'm going to try and use for some admin time. You know those jobs that just kind of like chase you around, sitting right at the back of your head, and you're like, yeah, I'll do that, I'll do that, I'll do that. And then you don't. And then you're just aware that they need doing. Well, that's basically what's going on in my head at the minute. I've got some like medicine work related e-learning stuff to do, which I'm hoping won't take very long. And then I also need to send my Hive Knits accounts to the accountant, which I don't know why I've been putting off, because they only need the accounts up to April, and I know for a fact that I've done those. I just need to like check them and send them. Sounds ridiculous, but there we are. I think when I'm so busy and my time off is so precious, I get annoyed at like little admin tasks like that, for like daring to be on my to-do list, and that's ridiculous. And I need to try and reframe that as, this will take me 5 minutes, let's just do it. And the benefit from that will far outweigh putting it off and putting it off. And then I'm going to sit down and have a look at the first tea pattern, because I have obviously been working from it to make my sparkle sample. But if I'm serious about launching it later this week, then we need to revisit the pattern properly. It's great. It's almost ready to go. But I've made some kind of changes to my formatting and like stylistic changes for Towel Sweater. So I need to update first tea to match that, and just make sure that like the new cuff, the regraded cuff bits and bobs are in it. So yeah, I made some good progress on my sparkle tee yesterday, which I will show you in just a sec. But also the other nitty big news is that towel test is now on. It's the pattern is with the testers. I got an email from the editor when we were out yesterday that said, I've been through the pattern again, here's the edits. And I saw that it wasn't much at all. It was just a few kind of typos and stylistic grammar type things. Turns out I'm really bad at putting full stops consistently at the end of sentences. And she's like, either do it or don't. Fair enough. So I managed to go through that yesterday when we got home, and got the pattern out to the testers now. So it's now with them, and they can start the test a little bit early if they want to, which is very exciting. So yeah, I feel like kind of relieved that that's now, obviously it's still on my plate in a big way, but it's like the testers can now go forward with it, which is really exciting. So yeah, that's probably all the knitty talky news. Shall I show you the tea? So this is what we now have, and the big change is this baby. So when I last filmed on Monday, I think I put some footage in of me trying to pick up the stitches for the cuff in the dark, which was more difficult than anticipated in this black yarn as well. Anyway, we now have one cuff, and oh my gosh, how cute! Every time I make this, and this is now my 4th sample of this pattern, so I have done this a few times, like whatever yarn combination or whatever I use, I always just literally lose my mind at how cute the cuff is. I think it's something to do with like the stretchiness of the fisherman's rib, and then just the sharp like contrast to the cuff, because it's not that stretchy, it's quite tight gauge, it's double knit, it's at the 90-degree angle, like it's just so cute. So that's that. And I picked up and started the second one last night as well. It was one of those like popcorn things. Once I'd picked it up, I was like, right, I'm going to cast on and start working the double knit cuff. But then you can't just do a little bit, because it's really awkward when it's only got a few rows. It's not very structurally sound. So I ended up doing a few. So it's really hard to show you, but this is what I have done last night on the other cuff. So you can see that's my cast on end of the cuff there. This is where I'm currently working, and we're going to go all the way around, and then that cast on is going to get grafted to the end when I get here. The graft is very neat actually. Let me tuck all these ends in, a million ends, and show you on this one. It's pretty much invisible, and obviously it sits under the arm, so all good. Yeah, you can just see where there's a slight V shape in the fabric because of having to anchor it to the half fisherman's rib, but it's pretty good. The technique I use is there's a video link in the pattern to a Kimmy Monkholm video, and it's essentially like KitchenAid, but you split your stitches of your live like end when you reach all the way, when you've worked double knitting all the way around the cuff, and then you haven't cast off that end yet. You split your stitches into knits and purls of your double knitting onto 2 separate needles, and then you basically Kitchener across the knits to the cast on end, and then you flip it over and Kitchener across the purls, and it's, yeah, works really nicely. So yeah, once we've can you leave that? I've got a cat next to me, obviously. Show you. She's making a play for this, aren't you? Mom? Right. So yeah, I'm hopeful that I'll be able to get that second cuff done today, and then it's really just body and bottom ribbing, which is excellent and not a technically difficult part of the pattern. I wanted to like follow my own instructions again for the sleeve and the cuff, just to check that it was made sense like a few months on from when I last did it, and it does. I'm happy with that. So I can start really like getting the pattern ready to go like before I've done the bottom bit, because that's just quite standard. So yes, exciting. How long have we been yabbering for? 12.5 minutes. Okay. Right. I might leave it there. Oh, that's what you wanted. She loves the try-on tubes. She didn't want the yarn after all. You like those, don't you? The annoying thing is when you nibble through them though. You're probably all sat here screaming at me going, why are you letting her? Why are you letting her? I'm just a soft touch, okay? Yeah, so I'm gonna end the chatty bit now. I'm sure we'll catch up later on. And yeah, I will bring you news of the knitting lunch date and more work on the sparkle first tea, and I'll see you later. Bye for now. I on my way home now. I've been to my friends. It was so nice to catch up. We just chatted, ordered some food, and it was so fun to see. She'd printed the pattern of towel sweater ready to start her test, and it was so cool to see it like printed out as a little booklet. Like, I get tagged in quite a lot of people's photos where they have their patterns just kind of printed and stuff, but I've never actually seen one in the flesh, so that was really cool. Saw her swatch, which is very beautiful, and she's also making the first sweater, and she was trying to work out how to undo her half fisherman's rib. So because I was there, did her a little favour, because she bought me lunch and undid her sleeve. So there you go. It's all in an afternoon's work. So yeah, I am headed back home. Need to pick up a little parcel at the post office, and then yeah, that's me for the day. It's 3:30, but honestly, it's been a beautiful sunny day, but it's starting to, the light's definitely starting to fade. So again, I feel like it's sort of 7-8 p.m. and it's not. So I might get cozy when we get home, get some of this admin done, and yeah, haven't done any more of my cuff, because pretty much as soon as I'd finished chatting to you guys this morning, I had to get ready to come out, and now is now. Obviously no knitting got done at my friend's, too busy chatting. So yes, I'm going to head home. I think I'm just about to hit school traffic, which is going to make things a bit more tricky, but it's fine. And I did wear my towel, as you can see. I wore my towel sweater, and yeah, it was really cute. She was like, oh my god, this is what I'm going to make, isn't it, with the test knit? It's like, yes. So yeah, it's been a lovely day. Hope you are enjoying your day wherever you are, wherever you're watching this, and we'll catch up soon. Bye for now. Good afternoon. It's now Thursday, the 28th of November. Hi, welcome back. We did a little fast forward from the last clips that you would have seen, which were actually last night. I was gonna film a chatty segment and then upload this chapter last night, and then I thought to myself, I don't really want to do that. There's other things I need to be doing, and in the interest of boundary setting for the longevity of this series, I didn't. So yay for boundary setting. Anyway, so we are now Thursday, and yeah, last night I got some of my admin done, not all of it by any stretch. I did the e-learning that I was talking about, but I haven't been through the first tee pattern yet, nor have I sent the thingies to my accountant. Whoops. But yeah, it was nice and chilled in the end, made some dinner and yeah, chilled out. This morning, myself and my husband both went swimming, which was really fun. We've both kind of rediscovered swimming recently. It's really great exercise and you don't get hot and sweaty, which is brilliant. So yes, we did that this morning, and we are actually got a really busy day again today by accident. We're booked to go for a chocolate afternoon tea. So we live quite near a place called Stellaris, which if you live in the UK you may or may not know, they are like chocolatiers, and they have like a shop and a cafe in a town that's just up the road from us, and we had a gift voucher for them given to us ages ago. I mean, like, I think the gift vouchers are valid for 2 years and we're pushing it. We're really bad at using stuff like this. So we are going this afternoon, decided to do it on our week off. So we're going for that in about an hour, and then this evening we've got friends coming over to watch the Bake Off final. Pete's gonna cook and bake a cake, which is very exciting. So yeah, bit of a busy day. And that's good because this week off's really nice. It's nice to fill it with things, and yeah, very excited. I think in terms of the video, I might do this chatty bit now, include, if I haven't already, like a bit of footage from this morning, and then I might cut it there and then like start a new chapter for the weekend. We've got a fun weekend planned, again really busy. We're going away and staying in like a shepherd's hut with a hot tub in the Peak District, again for our anniversary, and then on the way back from that we're going to call into my mum and dad for Sunday roast. So it's going to be lovely. Busy in that we're not at home, but it's obviously going to be quite chilled. So I think I'll probably collate kind of footage from this afternoon, this evening, and then the weekend into like another little vlog that kind of makes sense in my head. So yeah, exciting times. I finished the second cuff yesterday of the sparkle tee. Let me show you. Where are we? That's the, yes, this is the back. So we now have one cuff, two cuffs. I showed you one of the cuffs yesterday, so it's not like really any different, but we now have two, which is very exciting. So all we have to do now is finish the body. From my try on Monday, I remember I needed to do about another 5 centimeters or so before I'd consider doing the bind off. So that's okay, 5 centimeters in stockinette. So I have got this much of a ball of the Wild Wool silk and all of this of my second Stellaris. So yes, plenty of yarn. Did I say I have another ball of this as well? So I think we'll be fine for yarn. Yay, it's just time. We said on Monday hopefully we were going to get the pattern launched this week, and that was totally fine to say that, but it's ended up being a busier week than anticipated. I've just washed my hair, sorry, and it feels a bit damp still. It's annoying me. Yes, let's talk about whether that's going to be realistic or not, shall we? I actually haven't been back in and looked at the pattern or looked at its Ravelry page, but if I screen record while I do it, then I can show you. I've got my laptop in front of me here. Let me see if I can work out how to screen record. Yes. If you didn't know how to do it on a Mac, it is Command Shift and 5, because I've just Googled it. So yeah, record. Right, Let's go into Ravelry first of all and have a little look at where we left. So this little behind the scenes, a little BTS of what happens when you're a designer in Ravelry. So your designs, they're the published ones. Where's my, 2 drafts, there we go. First tee. Right, so this is what you have to do to upload a pattern. Some of it's quite straightforward, like this screen, craft and category. Let me just go back to that one a sec. Oh no, sources. Oops. When was this pattern first published? Good question. In my browser, yes. Links and price. Attribute tags. I'm just checking I've kind of done all this, you see. Set it up as a draft. Did all that, yep. Yarn and needles. Yep. Gauge and yardage, did I get as far as that? Yes, looks like I did. Languages. Right, notes is the main bit where you put all the bump that you would see on a normal like Ravelry pattern. Okay. Yep. Okay. Looks like we are pretty much ready in terms of, okay, and they're my pictures. Testing, this is where if you use a tester code, you can add your project before the pattern like technically exists, and then when it's published it's already got all these projects. So you can see these were my testers. Okay, so if we do preview and publish, the publication date is blank, that's fine. So yeah, this is what it will look like. Let's switch those 2 photos around. And that's what you see when like you or I shop on Ravelry for a pattern. Okay, right, that's fine. So I think the Ravelry page is pretty much ready. Let's try and find the pattern then. Right, I think this is the most recent version of the pattern, 15th of May. So you can see that we've made decent, you know, most of it's all written up. I tend to highlight stuff in yellow if I need to come back to it, so that makes me think that I planned to put more photos back in. Body and sleeve length customization. Probably will put a line in there about cuff customization because that's been regraded. Let's highlight that to remind myself. We've done all our tables. Oh, I didn't do my schematic. Materials, yarn requirements, yarn substitution, so I need to update that from the test knit. Techniques, rib, knitting. That makes me think I haven't finished that yet. And then here's the pattern. Okay. Where's the bit about the cuff? Yeah, so I need to change that and put a note in about sleeve, how to modify the sleeve, how to modify. Fine, that feels better kind of knowing where we're at. Let me stop that recording now. So my thinking is that it's Thursday today and we've got a pretty busy weekend ahead. My heart wants to just get the pattern out and released. My head says, hold on, we haven't got time to do that all before this weekend. I don't really want to spend my time away for our anniversary in the shepherd's hut, holed up with my laptop, not being in the moment. So I'm tempted to say, why don't we line everything up for a release the following Friday, which would be the 6th of December. It's cutting it a bit fine for anybody to make it for Christmas, because that would only be 2 and a bit weeks before Christmas. But, you know, the idea is there, and also a week after that, so 3 and a bit weeks is New Year's Eve. So maybe people could make it for New Year's Eve. I think it's got to be a balance, hasn't it? There's no point putting the pattern out, it not being quite ready. The other thing as well is I can't take any finished object pictures of the sparkly one yet, because I haven't quite finished the bottom, and it would be really nice to like launch this with some proper finished object pictures, and I don't really want to rush that. And yeah, I also at some point want to do a giveaway, and I don't really have time to sort all of that before this weekend. And yeah, marketing wise, I don't really know if there's been enough. Like, I sort of bottled it in the summer, and now I'm trying to bring the pattern back, and I don't know if it's gained enough momentum yet. Not that like sales and stuff is the whole point, but obviously it is a little bit of the point, and I'm not going to pretend that it's not, because this is a lot of work. So it would be great if at least some people knew the pattern was available to buy. I think I've talked myself into that. What do you think? Do you think that's cutting it too fine to Christmas? Do you think Christmas is a bit of an artificial deadline? Obviously we've then got spring coming up around the corner. The pattern is not just a Christmas pattern. Like, it was almost a bit of a fun thing to like relaunch it for Christmas, but the point of not doing it in the summer was waiting until like now-ish, and then people would have time to make it ready for spring. Yeah, I think I've decided that we'll aim for Friday the 6th. I instantly feel so much better, and that tells me that's the right decision. Right, so I think I'm going to leave it there after on that bombshell. I'm going to sign off. It's been a lovely few days just filming bits and bobs here and there. So we've ended up combining Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, well, a bit of Thursday into this video. I'm going to go for my afternoon tea. I'm going to come home and we're going to bake. We're going to prep for our friends coming around, and yeah, just a little bit of the pressure has been lifted. There's no point doing any of this if it's going to make time off and like a thing that's meant to be enjoyable into stress or not enjoyable. So, right, thank you for this counselling session, everybody. Okay, I hope you have a lovely couple of days. I hope you've enjoyed chapter 2 of the Festive Vlogs. I hope you feel like the pace is okay, combining a few days into one. It works for me. I hope it works for you as viewers. Thank you again for the support and the nice contact and comments you've made about like me doing these festive vlogs. It is really new for me, but I'm enjoying it so far. And when I'm not enjoying it anymore, I will stop. So that is a promise from me to me. Have a brilliant couple of days, and I will see you very soon. Bye.